All right, my name is Holly, and this is a cognitive behavior therapy lesson for class, and it's just for educational purposes. Okay, so Amy, welcome back. So, what has changed since the last time we met together?
Quite a bit.
Okay.
I have been laid off from a job that I've been at for about a year and a half, and I was pretty much told I could work there till December, which is when I needed to quit anyway. So they let me go 3 months early,
Okay.
and it caused a very financial scare. But my husband got a second job, and so he's working at nights.
Okay.
And that is, I'm so grateful for it, but it also brings other problems because he's never home anymore. But we're making sacrifices.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of looking for some employment to just kind of get us through.
Mm-hmm.
And in 3 months I'll be student teaching to finish up my degree, and so it's coming fast. So I'm not too panicky, but at the same time, it's been hard. Being let go from that job was it rocked my world.
Okay. Okay.
So it messed up my plan.
Gotcha. Okay. And so, how did that make you feel that it changed your plan?
Well, I felt like a snow globe that's just been shook and everything's going wonky crazy.
Okay.
And so I'm not sure what it's going to look like when it settles down.
Okay.
So I felt like I didn't have any control.
Okay. So have you done any, is there, how are you feeling towards school?
Well, honestly, I have doubts that I'm going to finish. I have doubts that I'm going to do well. I have doubts that I'm even supposed to be a teacher. It's crazy that this situation has caused me to be so doubting and so hard on myself, and I'm just kind of like, I can't see the big picture at all. All I can see is what I'm involved in right now, and that's terrible because I'm on the down home stretch. I just don't see it.
Okay. So would you say the finishing up schooling is probably your biggest stressor right now that's causing you
Yes.
issues? Okay.
I expected all of this to kind of go smoothly since I've passed my state tests and everything. I've got the hard stuff out of the way, but it seems to be getting harder and harder every day that goes by, and I just don't quite understand that because I expected it to be a down home stretch, and it's not.
Right.
So it is a stress, and student teaching scares me to death.
Okay.
But
okay. So when you say that the down, it's just a little bit more crazy, you feel like your snow globe is shaking. How does it make you feel on the inside? What's going on? What's your thought process?
It makes me really feel almost like the duck on the water. Under here I'm going like this, but on the outside, everything might seem okay, but inside it's just a kind of a turmoil. And I've been told that once I finally get in a classroom, even the learning part, it's all going to come together. Everything that I've learned and taught or have been taught, it's all going to come together and it all makes sense. So I am a little bit hopeful that is going to be true. That finally everything that all the classes I've taken will come together as one when I'm in a classroom.
So you're feeling right now, even though you're in the homeward stretch, you feel like you're not as prepared as you thought you would be.
I don't feel prepared at all.
Okay.
And I know I've taken the classes. I've done really well in them. I've passed my state tests, but I feel like I'm going to a foreign land where I don't speak the language.
Okay.
I mean, it's real.
It's real.
Yeah.
And so you laugh about it now, but it feels like that you're really petrified on the inside.
I am, and these are little people. I should be good with them. I'm typically really good with them, but I feel like they're all going to have swords and daggers, and I mean, it's a real fear.
It's a real fear.
It makes me question what I've even chosen.
Okay. So I know you kind of talked, you mentioned that up. So when you decided to go to school to be a teacher, why did you do that? Just out of curiosity, going back in time, why did you think would be the thing for you?
Quick version, I always just enjoyed teaching, my Sunday school. I've always done the little kids, Wednesday night church. I think I've always had that in me, but life got in the way, and once James graduated, I thought it's my turn, and I just went back to that. I couldn't see myself doing anything else.
So would you say you felt like a calling, that was meant for you?
Absolutely.
Okay. And so the reason why I was asking that, because I know there's a reason why you went to college or to do this, this, you don't just pick something randomly on a sheet of paper. And then right now, you said that you completed your classes, you made good grades, you passed that one test that every teacher or every student, soon to be teacher, struggles with.
Yeah.
And so you've passed that, you've succeeded in that, and now you're in that home stretch. where you just have like, I think, one semester left to go before you do your student teaching? Okay, and so a lot of time, it's not uncommon, because most people, when they get to the end of their college career, it's very frightening, because it's like the last little bit that you have to do with schooling, and then there's like this threshold of what you're about to do next, like what's your next step, and not a lot of times you don't know what that next step is. For you, it's student teaching, which looks kind of a scary situation, because you don't know what that looks like. You've never done that before. But then, like, and then getting your degree, I mean, you'll get your degree, you'll get your license, and then being in a situation where you're in the school, you have this fear that you, like, everything that you just learned and every test that you just passed that says that you're going to be a good qualified teacher, it just goes out the window. So what do you see, like, I know you're petrified fear now, that's the stresses that you're going through now, so let's zoom ahead 2 years from now. How do you see yourself in 2 years? Like, by that time, you've got your diploma, you've graduated, you've got your cap and gown, you've got your diploma on the wall that says Amy Richardson is qualified to teach. You should have a classroom that you're teaching that has your name on the door. So what does it look like? What does it feel like to you?
To me, it feels relief.
Okay.
To me, it feels that's going to be my happy place. That's going to be... I mean, I see myself with my classroom library set up. I can visualize the tables. I can visualize, my decor, my anchor charts. I can even almost see kids in that room. Just every once in a while, I don't see a teacher in there. But if I just kind of clear my mind a little bit, I mean, I can definitely see myself sitting at that table doing guided reading and, loving on these babies. So
when you say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but when you say you don't see a teacher in the room, like, so where are you in that perspective if you don't see the teacher? Are you one of the students, maybe?
I almost see myself at the door, really, like...
Looking in?
Yeah, like, just looking in and observing.
Okay.
But I guess that's because... I feel like because I've only observed, I've never really been allowed to do anything. Maybe that's the feeling that I have, almost like an observer, and not someone that takes control of the room.
Because that's an experience that you've had before, is the observer. Okay, now you talked about a minute ago that you taught Sunday school class, right, with little people?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've had that experience. Now put that experience in this futuristic version of you, like, it's just, you're not teaching them the Bible stories, but you're teaching them...
That came easy to me, I think, because I didn't have the curriculum and all the state laws and the rules and stuff. That was just kind of easy. It was awesome. So I think maybe I need to give my own self permission to just go in there and do it. And I have to remind myself that there's so many teachers out there, like, that doesn't mean they're better than me. I can do this.
You
I've
can
worked
do this.
really hard for it.
And the thing to remember too is, like, you're not on your own. Like, they're not just sticking you in a classroom in a foreign land with a bunch of little people and nobody there to help you. I mean, you have other teacher support. You'll have a principal. You'll have I think they've instituted new things in school where they, like, get together and they meet and, like, discuss about things.
Lesson planning, yeah.
So you have a support network that's going to help you. You're not alone on that sense.
Yeah.
And so when you have that support network, that's going to help build your confidence. So when you're in the classroom, it's all about you teaching them what you know. And you got to think because you're the schooling that you're teaching. What grades is it going to be?
The EC, which is early childhood through 6th grade, is what I'll be certified to do. But,
okay.
I'm hoping to stay 2nd grade or under.
Okay. So if you have, like, the younger people, already I feel like you're going to know more than they are going to know. Yeah. Like, they're there to learn from you. And I know it's a different fast-paced world because with technology, but you have learned enough stuff to, like, in your career, in your lifetime, don't even count schooling, but you've learned enough stuff to pass on to information to them.
Well, something that I'm holding on to so well is I've been trying to maybe do a subbing situation at Pine Tree so that I can get experience in the classroom. And this little old lady that's a retired teacher who was with me, she said, they do not care what you know, they want to know that you care. And that, like, stuck with me so hard. And I was like, okay, I've got this then because I care. It's not about summers off, vacations and holidays, because teachers don't make any money, but I have to, if I can just touch one child, I will feel I will feel a sense of accomplishment. And if I fail, I'll get back up and try again the next morning. But that's just kind of where I'm at right now.
That's good.
I'm trying to see myself.
And I like that advice that she gave you. Like, if you care, you show that. And if you think back when you were in school, the teachers that seemed to show that they were concerned about if you were failing, they concerned and they would pull you aside and work with you more. Like, that made more of a difference than those teachers that shamed you in class, right?
For sure, yes.
And so you don't see yourself shaming children,
no, no, absolutely not.
All right, so then, like, you just really only, I mean, they're looking to you for the support and the help to get them where they need to be as little people. And so, all right. Oh no, why did you stop?
What happened?
Oh, it didn't stop. Okay. All right, so I think we're about at the end of our session, and so I want you, for homework till the next session, to be thinking about in the future. So when you're having those moments of stress where you feel like you can't do this, like you're at the end, like whether there's an assignment to turn in or something that's preventing you from finishing it up, I want you to think 2 years from now, where do you see yourself?
And like a visual part.
A visual part. And so when you see yourself in the classroom, you're not just visually seeing yourself outside the door, you're inside the door. Imagine the little kids that are just sitting in the desk looking to you, needing your help. Because you've got to finish this to get to that part.
That's right. Okay, I will.
Okay?
Yeah, I will.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Amy.